Alright guys, another day, another video without, you know, your normal guy, Scotty Cranmer doing the intro. You guys got yourself the mediocre at best big boy doing another intro, which I'm sure you're probably not happy about. But Scotty is actually in California right now taking surfing lessons on Huntington Beach. He's just trying to get, you know, good at everything apparently. But nonetheless, I read a lot of the comments on the channel. I kind of sit there and get bored at night and just read all your guys' comments. Sometimes I comment back, sometimes I don't. But all I say is I do see them, and one of the most requested videos that I've seen lately is a BK bike check. And the reason it's so requested is because BK, as most of you know, and if you don't know, has an incredibly light bike. So today we're gonna go over every single part on his bike that makes his bike so light, why he rides the stuff he does, and we're gonna find out exactly how much his bike currently weighs, because since the last time Scotty weighed it, he's changed up some parts on it. He's now got tie forks, I believe, and some other stuff, but I'm not going to give too much away. We're just going to let BK go over his bike part for part for everybody who's wanted to see what BK runs on his bike. The moment you've all been waiting for. We got Mr. BK all day, aka the best bike mechanic in the entire world, with his whip.
Hey, it's really hot out today.
Dude, it is real hot. We're both wearing, you know, pretty dark colored shirts. You're wearing like just
I'm black.
straight black.
Yeah.
I at least have a gray shirt.
Well, I was supposed to be inside today, but you gave me a call saying you wanted to do this, so.
Well, you've done some stuff to the bike since we've last seen you. Actually, quite a bit to the bike since we last seen you. So we're gonna go sit down. We're gonna do a same kind of style bike check we did with Dom, but I want you to go over literally every part. Dom's, we kind of just focus a little bit on stuff because honestly, Dom didn't even know half the parts that he had.
Okay? He just buys the color.
You know every part on this bike by heart, don't you?
Yes.
Do you know why you bought the parts? All that
yes.
stuff. So are you trying to have like one of the latest bikes in BMX right now?
I kind of wanted to, but then after riding this one for how long I've been riding it for, it gets a little sketchy when it gets light. Normal
BMX bike, if you were to buy like a complete bike off the shelf, like 26 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about that difference, guys. 17 pounds, you know, a little under, a little over, we're gonna find out. But normal bike is 26 pounds, so that's shaving off quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Now, do you like the way it feels better than BMX bikes you've ridden in the past?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. Because also, once we get into detail, my frame is custom, so I have a little specs that aren't on normal frames.
This frame right here is one of the gnarliest like specs I've ever seen in my life, and like geometry and specs for you guys that don't know what we're talking about right now, that has to do with like the height of this, the length from here to here, and BK's gonna explain all that right now.
It is a custom Michael Air titanium frame.
Now, is there anything like on it that's like kind of like signature to you, or do you keep it pretty simple?
My back end. My back end's probably the shortest in BMX.
Really? What is it?
12.1.
12.1.
Yeah.
I thought I had a short frame with 12.65.
Yeah, average is roughly around 13 flat now. And today,
so show them where the back end is so they know like what you're talking about.
From crank arm bolt to center is going to be the length of the back end. And right now it is at 12.1.
Dude, that's insane. So you have probably the short. Actually, that's got to be the shortest back end, huh? Mm-hmm. Does any company like make that short of a back end?
The shortest one I know of right now is 12.4.
Really?
And it's total, and I believe BSD.
That's crazy. All right. So is there anything about this frame, that they should know about?
Everything else is pretty typical. I have a 75.5 head tube angle. I have an 8.5 seat tube height, which is going to be basic every frame. 20.4 top tube.
The welds on there are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Mike had made this by Mike.
Michael Air definitely does a phenomenal job on his frames.
All right, what's next?
Also, thanks to Michael Air, he happened to have a little bit of extra material left over. He's made me a set of titanium forks also.
Oh man, that is crazy. I've never seen a set of tie forks my entire life. Honestly, the titanium scares me, guys, because titanium doesn't bend normally. No. It just snaps.
Yep.
So when it gives way, not saying it's going to, but when it gives way, there's no like
explodes.
Yeah, there's no like
there's no
hey, oh, my forks are bent.
Warning to when something's going to happen. It's just going to happen.
So now, another thing about titanium that a lot of people don't know, it's very flexible.
Yes.
Has that like affected your riding at all, or do you not really notice it?
It's completely fine. It's like, I mean, normal frames flex also. This one just flexes a hair bit more than normal. You don't notice it when you're riding, so we got good old one-off profile elites in pink. Thanks to Matt Copeland.
We see you got this hub in the front. It's a profile elite in the front. We got a profile elite in the back. Now, is there any titanium parts inside that hub?
Everything that is titanium on these hubs can be titanium.
So they don't come normally titanium.
No.
You have to buy that stuff after.
What you can do is they do upgrade packages on it. So if you want to swap out the chromoly bolts or the chromoly axle and stuff like that, for a little additional fee, they will upgrade it for you.
All right, so let's talk about those spokes, dude, because these are not in some. These ones in the front are new for sure.
Courtesy of Ronnie over at Shadow.
Dang, okay.
These are Shadow titanium spokes.
What? I didn't even know you had these on. I'll be honest. You got one match one.
Yeah.
That's Brooklyn's signature. He loves to run one little rainbow guy in there.
Yeah.
But I did not even know that you got the actual black. They're like, what are they, anodized?
Yeah. Next will be the rims, which are both Alienation. The front one is a Skylark.
Look at the shape of this thing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't look like it'd be strong, but I know the front rim doesn't have to be as strong as the back rim, but still, I mean, they seem to be holding up.
On the white wheels, I will have a lighter version of this rim, and the back one is a Felon.
Okay, so this one's a little beefier. This one's got kind of like the square. Is it double wall, single wall?
They're both double wall.
That's crazy.
The back one is welded. The front one is just pinned because you don't really need that. Like you said, you don't need that much strength in the front. So being just a pin gives it a little bit lighter. Tires and infamous tube that everyone wants.
What kind of tires are these?
These are KHE Mac tires.
Okay, these look crazy, dude. They feel incredibly hard right now.
Yeah.
But very thin.
Yep, they are the lightest tire on the market.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy. And then you guys have been running those orange crazy latex tubes, right?
Yep. I gave a set to Maddie to try out. So far, he's loving them.
Corey's running them. Scotty's running them.
Yeah, we know where Scotty got them from.
I refuse to run them just because
You ride too much street.
Like 32 each, guys. Like if I get like flat, like that'll like hurt my day. Like that would honestly make me bummed out. I'd be like, damn, there goes 32 bucks. So I just run a generic, $3, $6 bike shop tube right now. I'd even run the slime-filled ones if I had to, but for right now, I'm staying away from those tubes just because it costs so much money. But if you are looking for a light tube and you got the extra cash lying around and you're not too worried about getting a flat because you ride a lot of park or something like that, run them because they definitely do make a difference. I will say that.
So an average tube is roughly around 8 ounces. Both of these together on the tubes weighing at 2.6 ounces.
That's crazy. And I mean, personally, when you say ounces, I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
It doesn't sound like much, but
it does add up.
If you add them up over time, it does.
There's 16 ounces in a pound, so as you keep going, it just...
Next, we got little bits, my little modification. I have a bar end in the fork for foot jams, so I don't...
Ah, okay, so that's to kind of like take up the space for your big toe.
Yeah, I got stuck in there a few times.
I don't got that problem, dude. I got a size 13, that big old toe gets in there, no problemo.
Then moving up, just a basic snafu headset, nothing too crazy, nothing. What's next up to it is gonna be a little fancy. We got some titanium spacers.
Okay, so we got the Snafu headset, same one Scotty runs. We got a Snafu gyro, the Mobius, same one Scotty runs as well. And then these are titanium spacers?
Yep.
Well, what made you want to go with the titanium spacers?
A guy came in at the bike shop one day, said, hey, you want to run titanium because you're making a titanium frame, and made them for me.
So basically, if anyone was to give you titanium stuff, you would figure out a way to run it?
Yes.
Okay. If you guys just have some extra tie line around, send it this guy's way because he's looking for it.
I mean, tie top cap, thanks to Michael Air.
That's crazy. Okay, so now moving on, we got a profile stem.
Yep, we got a 48 mil push profile stem with titanium bolts.
Yep, I figured those things had to be titanium. Now those are different color than the last time. We're running what, black ones now?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. So you can get any color of tie pretty much now, whereas it used to only be like raw.
Yeah, you used to be limited to only probably 2-3 colors. Now pretty much you can get almost any color you are looking for.
That's
crazy. Since you're talking about color, I even got tie barrel adjusters. That's
what I was just about to ask next. That right there is a barrel adjuster, guys. That probably already weighs absolutely nothing, but now it weighs even less because Brooklyn went through the hard work to get those titanium. That's a new addition since the last time. And then what's going on with these brake cables? I noticed they're white.
So yeah, I have Snafu upper dual cables, and then I have Rant lower white cables. Okay. And then that is connected to an Odyssey monolever with tie bolts.
Oh, okay, so there is tie bolts in that, of course. Is there one bolt on this bike that's not tie?
Yes. We'll get to that because we're not up to that yet.
Okay, sounds good.
I did have to do a little modification though to the top cable because this barrel right here doesn't fit, so I had to drill it out just to make it fit. Nothing too crazy, but I didn't want to have little spacers and stuff hanging around. Moving to the bars, we have a set of total Killer B bars.
Okay, no stickers on them, just running them clean looking, I like it.
pretty much a stickler's guy. They are a 9.6 by 30 wide.
Okay.
Uncut. And I hold on with some ODI soft grips. So you can't go wrong with them. They last forever. Moving on down, we got the cranks, which are also profile magnetanium 165 titanium spindle with aluminum bolts.
So why the aluminum bolts over there and not the titanium bolts?
Those bolts are lighter than titanium.
Now what's going on with those magnetanium? It's magnesium and titanium combined?
Yep, they're technically a flatland arm that Profile does.
Okay, cool.
They're not really meant for park and street riding.
Well, it's awesome that you do massive double whip to tire taps and put all the force in there.
They've been holding up strong for this year now, so have no issues with them, so I'm going to keep running them.
Dang, there you go. All right, what's next?
Next will be what my feet go on, which will be the pedals. I originally did have titanium stump pedals. I had a little accident with them.
What happened?
The spindle snapped.
Oh, okay. So that's, again, that's the risk of ties. So you decided, like, not worth it to have my pedals be tied.
So Crank Brothers were nice enough to send me replacements, but they sent me ones with just chromoly spindle.
Okay.
So far they're holding up and stronger than ever.
Do you really notice a big difference?
No.
Okay.
No. So they're fine. That's not going to be anything crazy. What I do have, which a lot of people ask why my cranks don't ever spin, is on the other side. Is a special bottom bracket cone spacer, which is made by Volcal, that actually puts set screws in it that adds pressure to the bottom bracket.
So basically kind of makes it grind, essentially.
Yeah, well there's a rubber Teflon in between it, so it's not essentially going against the bearing 100%, so it's just adding resistance to it. We are running a matching 28 tooth spline drive profile sprocket.
Dang, so you got the pink sprocket to match the pink hubs.
Yeah.
Now is that one of like a lighter weight sprocket in the market? Or
yeah.
Is it something you like?
I mainly do spline drive because I'm the type of person that forgets to check crank arm bolts. So with not having a sprocket bolt, you don't have to worry about it. It goes onto your splines and spins that way, and it always stays tight.
And then you don't have to worry about that extra little weight in that one bolt anyways.
Even though I do have titanium bolts at home for that, but don't need it. Next we'll do is the chain. Don't mind a little bit of rust.
That thing looks great. You can see through this man's chain right now.
It's been a week in Bud's barn with the hot and cold moisture, so it's a little rusted right now, so don't mind that.
It doesn't look that bad, and it's absolutely insane looking.
So what this is the Odyssey hollow keychain. So far it's been holding good, and what my favorite feature of this is, if I can find it. So my favorite part of this, what actually tightens it up, is a 3mm Allen key bolt.
That is it's so hard to tell on this camera right now, guys, but that right there is, you can see, it's hexed.
Well, these are normal ones. Yeah, this one's the hex one.
Here. You see how it's like hexed off? So that you tighten, you basically loosen that to break a chain. That's incredible.
Yeah, so since I run a slam chain, I don't have to carry a chain breaker with me everywhere. I just need to carry an Allen key set.
That's awesome. We got some more tie stuff right here. We got some more barrel adjusters. What are those things? Oh, that's a built-in mount, double mount, huh?
Yeah, Lair welded all those on for me because I don't really like worrying about having stuff snap off when it comes to that, because I've definitely done it a bunch of times where I've kicked the gyro tab out.
Okay.
So once it's welded on, it can't really go nowhere.
There we go. All right, let's move on to what's next.
And then seat, I got one piece to match the rainbow and everything, little splatter job.
Brooklyn can't adjust the seat up and down like this. He can do up and down this way, but he can't
there's no angle.
The pitch of the angle.
The angle is where it is, which I mean, I don't really run a crazy angle anyway like Trey.
Well, you slam it, so it don't really matter, huh?
Yep. And then what's holding that seat, of course, more titanium.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna be a tie bolt. You guys see that little rainbow bad guy in there?
Then last, but certainly not least, what everyone knows me for, my squeaky brakes. So these are probably the oldest part on my bike right now. They are a company 34R, which don't know if they're still in business or not, so I apologize if you are. But they are a one-off with bearings and 7075 aluminum arms, so there's going to be less flex on them than a typical brake. And then I got a little fancy and added some more tie bolts to it.
Are those the clear pads that make all that noise?
Yeah, so
why do clear pads make so much more noise than black pads?
Okay, so what it is the compound of the rubber. No matter what, it can be raining, snowing, whatever. The compound of it is stickier, so when it goes to the anodized rim, it has a better hold for it.
Oh my God, do you like that noise?
I don't, but at least I know my brakes are always working.
This bike right here has been a work in progress for over a year now, and it just keeps on changing.
Yes.
What can we expect next to the years to look forward
I
to?
do already have them. I've just been lazy because I've been working, and I don't want to work on my own bike. I do have titanium cranks at home, waiting to be put on. I'm just lazy. And I also have work of titanium bars.
Really?
Yes.
Is it the bars that are connected to the stem?
I don't know if I want to do that yet, because like I said, I do want to stay true to the people that hooked me up and run their stem.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
We'll see.
All right, dude. So I guess the only thing we got to do left is wait to see what it actually comes in at.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
All right, moment of truth, everybody. We're going to weigh this bad boy. I'm guessing 17.3. Matt, what do you think it's going to be? What was weight of his bike?
18.
18?
Yeah.
What are you doing right now? You get a little sugar break?
Yeah. Why, you want one?
No, I'm good. This is what fuels BK right here. Oh, the all pink. Oh, dude, that grosses me out, man. This reminds me of eating like a pack of Pepto-Bismol.
That would come to your mind.
Throw it in there.
We're at 0.
Is it zeroed?
We're at 0.
Zeroed. I'm gonna shoot everybody.
Cool.
Oh.
Taking the camera out.
17 pounds, 15 ounces. So just shy of 18, but you were right. It's in the 17s.
Well, he was closer.
Matt, you're the winner today. Congratulations.
You win nothing.
I slowly love how Matt just is always in the background of the videos, and we always just ask him for opinions and stuff like that. It's awesome. Any possibility we get a flat whip at work on it? Yeah, first freaking try. There we go. Oh, and a bar spin. All right, BK, thank you so much for doing the bike check. It's been a really wanted video on the channel, and now you guys know what BK's running. All right, guys, BK's got to go back to work now. Very nice of him to come out and show you guys his bike today. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to see that. A lot of people who are really into BMX on the channel really wanted to see that video because they really wanted to know how Brooklyn got his bike to be so light. That bike's 17 pounds, 15 ounces. That's the lightest bike that I've ever ridden or felt in my entire life. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.